Hello, amazing, wonderful you. Okay, so let's talk business. Oh my goodness, it's interesting. That word has a lot of thing on it. Have you ever noticed like just the word business has a lot of charge for most people? It's like if you ever ask yourself, what does business mean to me? And for a lot of people, business means I have to be busy and I have to keep busy. I remember when I started my first business many years ago. At that time, I was employed as a psychologist in a psychiatric hospital, and it was very convenient to be employed. And also, I knew I wanted something more. And so I started my business. And I gotta say, back then, from the sheer joy of it, and just the luxury of, oh my God, like I'm a business person, how grown up, how awesome. And I had no clue at all about business. I didn't study business. I never learned anything about business. I didn't have any reference point about business. I just hopped in and started. And so in the beginning, it was just for the fun of it and like, oh, I wonder what that will create. And then after a while, when things became serious, or I invented it to be serious, suddenly like business was this, oh my God, like I have to fill my days with doing and making sure I'm productive enough to have enough proof that things are moving forward. So from the joy of, oh my God, how exciting to have a business, it became less joyful because I had decided now I have a business. And this is something that so many people do. They like start from the, wow, like, oh my God, like I'm gonna play business, like we were like when we were children, like I played a lot of things. I played shopkeeper, I played like so many things, but it was from the joy of it of, oh my God, like how fun, like what can I explore? That's how I started. But then after a while it became, now I have a business. And I was super stressed. Like when I had sometimes where I didn't have anything scheduled, like no meetings or nothing particular to do, I would go, oh my God, like I'm missing something. I have to make sure I'm doing something. So I'm proving to myself that I'm actually being productive enough and that things are moving forward. So from that moment on, like business for a while was stressful. It was about being busy and about filling space rather than creating space. And I noticed after a while, okay, this is not joyful anymore. Why am I even doing this? And I'm like, what else is possible? I made a new choice. I'm like, you know what? Like, I would like this to be playful again, because this is why even, have a business if it's not playful? So I made a new choice. And I just asked for more playfulness, and it showed up. Like, you know how it is, ask and you shall receive. But it never shows up the way you think it does, as usual. It showed up in, I started to live my life again, because that's what I stopped when I'm like, I'm having a business now, I need to be super productive. I stopped living. I made like, this is my work time, this is my free time, as so many people on this planet do. But it's a weird thing to do a separation of, this is my business, this is my life. So I started to live again. I'm like, okay, what's actually fun for me? Where's that nurturing generative energy? Okay, so I added that again. I, went, got massages, did more dancing as I used to do before. I did things that were fun for me. And suddenly my business started to flourish. It started to expand, which is not logical, but it worked. So, just starting this conversation on this video and bringing up the word business, holy smokes, like business has so much charge for most people. So what you want to ask yourself is, what does business mean to me? Like, what have I decided it is? Because there's so many people, so many creative people out there who have like this lust of, oh, I would love to create this. I'd love to inspire the world with that. And I always wanted to do this or create this. Or there's just like, I want to do something, but I don't know what it is. Whatever, like it can be you knowing what the thing is you want to create. It can also be like, I just want to do something. I want to be more creative, but I don't know yet what that is. But that is the beginning of creation. You don't even have to exactly know what it is you would like to create. You don't have to have words for the product or for the thing or the business you want to create. It's really just starting with that, that generative space, that lust of, hey, I would like to create something. I'd like to add something to my life. Like what else? What other projects? What other things that, like that aliveness. I'd like to have more of that aliveness in my life. Ask for it, because that's the start of any creation. That's the beginning of any project or business. Because business is not an entity by itself that's separated from your life. No, your whole life is your business. Like everything you do feeds into the things you create, your business, your projects, and everything else. So what I realized is, and I'm sure you heard it, but implementing it is a different thing. So the more you relax, the more the things you create can actually be nurtured into something greater. So with other words, the more you relax, the more you allow the space to do its job, the more your life and your business and your projects can actually expand and grow. And I've been practicing this ever since then. And I'm still practicing it because there's more to explore. And relaxing doesn't mean I'm not doing anything, because that's something that people always confuse. It's like there's two sorts of doing, at least. One is from I have to do something, I need to do something, so I'm proving to myself that I'm doing something, that I'm productive, and that my business is moving forward and that I'm making money. Notice that energy, like a lot of agendas, needs. And then there's this where you start with relax, the joy, the acknowledgement of, oh my God, it's so fun. Like whatever is going to come, whatever I'm going to create, I'm just already looking forward to it, even if I don't know what it is yet. And then from that space, I wonder what's required. A question. I wonder what's required. And from that space, doing comes from space, from ease, from joy, from glory. And you can trust yourself that when it's required to do action, when it's required to do something, write an email, set up a meeting, call someone, or do a video or whatever. From that space, like the world can talk to you. You can hear the whispers talking to you and telling you, hey, now do a video, or now talk to someone, or now that. But it's from you trusting yourself that and that you hear the whispers of every project, of every business talking to you. If you have the need of doing something, then it's from stress. It's from proving something. It's from already deciding that you don't know. And it's from doubt. So let's use the Access Consciousness clearing statement on that. So everywhere you are doing business rather than being business, will you destroy and uncreate it, please? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys, poets, and beyond. That's the Access Consciousness clearing statement. And I'm not going to explain it. There's videos about it on YouTube. You can find more. And it's truly that, business in this world is so much about need and having expectations on your business, on what it's supposed to give you. It's like, how many expectations do you have on your job or on your business, on what it's supposed to give you? It's supposed to give you money. It's supposed to give you purpose. It's supposed to, like, oh my goodness, imagine if you were the business and someone would have so many expectations on you. Like, would you have any space to deliver? Would you have any space and creativity to actually provide? Not really. It's like more, how do you say in English? Like this. So what if you give your business actually the space to contribute to you? And how do you do that? Again, by relaxing and by asking, hey, sweet one, what do you require to grow? What can I contribute to you? So what are you expecting your business to give to you that you think you're not the source of? And everything that is what you're destroying and create, please. Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine, shorts, boys, poets, and beyonds. And it's like, if you think someone else, like your business is the source of money, your business is the source of aliveness, of purpose, or whatever it is you hope your business being the source of, you're making it about something outside of you. Old story, you've heard about this. So you gotta take back that source and be the source of, okay, like the aliveness comes from you. The creation of money comes from you. Your business is the contribution to that. It can facilitate that. It can make it easier, but you're that source. So, and the other thing is, I'm just having a really cool program that's already started. So, it's not possible to join anymore, but there's a lot of a lot of great conversations from there that, and one of them was where there was a lady who said, oh my God, like, I love business, but it stresses me so much at the same time. And I'm starting to create, and then I feel like I'm putting on the brakes again. I'm starting again, I'm putting on the brakes again. And so we had a conversation about this, and I asked her, so Truth, do you really want to have a business? And she's like, whoa, that's an uncomfortable question. So Truth, do you really want to have a business? And she's like, no. And I'm like, so what if you don't avoid the no? What if you just relax into it and allow it? Because there's so many points of view we have about what we're supposed to want and not want. And if we realize, oh my God, that's something that's true for me, but it feels so wrong, then that judgment actually creates a lot of stagnation and limitations. But she's like, wow, like I get a no, like I don't really want to have a business. And on the one hand, she started almost judging herself, but then she's like, okay, so what if I allow that no? What if I indulge in that no? And she did. And then she called me the day after and she said, oh my God, like indulging in the no got me to how much I love creating. I love creating. And today I had 2 new customers calling me. It's like it never shows up the way you think it does. Like business done different is really different, not just a little bit different. That's why we don't say business done differently, because it's not it's not little, it's like different. Might not be grammatically correct, but it is energetically congruent with what this different perspective is. So, what if you acknowledge what's true for you? And what if you, again, acknowledge your lust, that joy of, creating. And instead of like, okay, this is a business, you call it a playground of possibilities, or a playground, or I'm creating a class, I'm creating a product, and you don't even have to call it business. You just indulge again in, why do you even consider creating? Like, what's in it for you? Why are you even doing that? And then watch what that's opening up for you. So if you want more, my friends, there are these amazing Joy of Business classes. I'm sure you've read the book from Simone Miller's Joy of Business. And there is classes called Business Done Different. And they are amazing. It's 3 days, no prereqs, and we dive into everything around business, from creation to expansion to working with people to anything around business, the finances of it, you name it. And so I'm going to have one next weekend, November 4 to 6, online. So you know what creates your future. But if you ever get the chance to do a Business Done Different class, do it. It's amazing. And you know what creates your future. And what if you're willing to be different with anything you create in your life? Like really anything. You're a gift. If you look at the people who are shaping our future in a, really influential way, it's not from people who try to be the same. It's not people who are like, oh my God, can I be that different? Does anybody feel, wrong if I show up and be the amazingness that I am? Or will anybody judge me? Like the people really influence our future in a great and amazing way. They don't worry about judgments, not their own and not anybody else's. They are embracing their difference. They are enjoying their difference. And they have a joy of, oh my God, it's so fun to create this in the world. And they don't doubt. They're like, okay, this is what's happening. I know this is the future. So what if you're that too, more than you've ever acknowledged? What if you are a business person more than you've ever acknowledged? Not in the normal way, but in a different way. And what if business done different could be about your whole life? So I'm looking forward to the business done different class and every other business done different class in the future that's coming. I love facilitating them, and I love what people get to access about what they already know about business. It's like when I started, I thought I knew nothing about business. And then somebody said, do you not want to do business classes? And I'm like, me? Business? And I've been creating, with businesses for over a decade successfully, but I didn't consider myself as a business person because I'm like, I'm just doing what I do. I'm just creating. And then, when we acknowledge what we're good at, oh my God, can everything thrive? So, what else is possible for all of us? Looking forward to more and sending you a lot of creative hugs to our futures and what else is possible. Bye for now.